Christ. I don't know this like. Welcome to Nerd Watching. To our first series on my podcast. Right now it's me and my girlfriend. Hopefully down the line, another 15 minutes.
Yes.
It's our first time since we're well nervous on trying to.
Engage with an audience when I know that, it's just me.
Yeah. So it's a little nerve wracking, not gonna lie. That's probably was the first time. But we're recording this on New Year's Eve. So we have our dogs in the background crying. The fireworks going off in the background. Year's almost over. Year's pretty good. How about you?
Amazing. I feel like because I met you. So.
Yeah. What we met? When did we meet? We met before.
Well, yeah. At the ending of the last year.
Yeah, around
October, November.
Yeah, October, November. Then I had to go to town to go work. Yeah. That's when we started talking about more. Running Louisiana. And talking to somebody else. That's the downfall of that part. That you were talking to somebody else.
But I feel like in the beginning, so like the year started, I was still with somebody, but it was very toxic. So I feel like getting into a new relationship was the start. Yeah, getting out of something so toxic. Even though we have our ups and downs, it's still like the best decision. I feel like that has ever made.
Yeah. That time I wasn't talking to nobody, I wasn't dating nobody, so getting you like, yeah. I've met you before whenever you worked at Little Caesars.
Yeah.
It was like the first time I met you, I was like, wow, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous. I want to talk to her, but how one of our friends were, they didn't want us to talk.
Yeah, a little possessive.
Yeah, a little possessive over friendship. But so moving on this year, my first year completely working in the refineries, which is glad I got my first year over with. I'm not at work anymore. I've been with let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 companies, not 4 companies. I went back to 2 companies twice. Oh, twice, yeah, twice. So that's pretty good. And then my second to last company, I got tired of being out of town, so I came to work in town with the company. It was pretty nice. They treat me like I know some stuff, even though I do. That's pretty good. Later on throughout the year, I ended up getting a dog. We got a German Shepherd. His name is Brownie. I'm gonna have to put a picture online whenever I edit this. I'll show you a picture of my dog looks like. She's pretty cute. A pain in the ass and very strong.
She is really strong.
Yeah. I weigh at 260, 270. She'd be pulling me around.
Yeah, now she's starting to pull you around.
Yeah. Before she wasn't. She was small. She's really cute. I put 2 pictures on my phone. You can see. She looked like she was smaller. Yeah. Fun times flies though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for them, it's like time goes by really fast. I feel like they for us, like it's we don't really go from like small
like infant size and like
like I feel like they like grow faster.
Yeah, I feel like Mom told me this not long ago, or how smaller. The other reason why dogs get happy is because they see their time is like faster than ours. So a minute for like a dog is like 3 hours for us. A minute for us is like 3 hours for a dog.
Yeah, that's why like when you go to the store or something where you come back home and they're like jumping all over you like they haven't seen you for years.
Yeah, that's even worse than that. Because I worked out of town for 2 months and I got home. Well, my first time working out of town, and I got home and Coco, my mom's dog, she was like running and jumping all over me and crying and whining because she hasn't seen me in like 4 months.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure in 4 months, but like
4
years. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was kind of cool about it. I couldn't see it. Who my Pablo?
Oh my god, just jump into like the most traumatic, well, not the most traumatic thing, but like one of the times we were just, hanging out with each other for the first time. We, were going to Top Golf. It was like in October.
Yeah, it was in October. Damn. Jesus, that happened that year? This year?
Yeah.
Wow. It felt like it's been like a year, 2 years since I had my kid.
No, not last year in October.
Yeah, but it felt like it's been like super long.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
longer. But yeah, we were going to Top Golf. And you want to tell the story? You remember the story?
Oh yeah. I know somewhat. I know my well, my friend invited me to hang out with him and invited me to the golf, and then he mentioned that you and your sister was gonna be there. So I was like, okay, I'm down to go. And then we came to the house. Did we?
Yeah, we came to the house. We all loaded up and planned out like what we're gonna do and how we're gonna do it.
We went to
We went to Brewings over there on I-10 by Home Depot and
Yeah.
Academy. Yeah.
Yeah, we went to Brewing. We ate. It was nice. And then we just decided to go. Oh no, we decided to go to Top Golf when we were eating. We were like, oh, like we should go to Top Golf.
Oh yeah, 'cause that day we were just gonna hang out and just chill, and then we
Yeah.
decided to go to Top Golf while we were at Brewing.
Yeah, and it was like late, like
Say about 10.
yeah, 10. And then we all just got in the car and we're vibing, jamming out, and halfway to getting to Top Golf, and your sister actually mentioned like, "What is that smoke?" And she's just chilling with her leg up and everything, and she jumps up. She's like, "Is that smoke?"
And mind you, this I knew my car was overheating, and I fixed the problems a few times, and it stopped overheating. It had coolant in it and everything, but for some reason, my young ass wanted to go fast and think it was cool that my car had a turbo on it. So I bought a cold air intake and I put it on the car. I didn't realize that I needed like what's it called? Hand. It's like a metal pipe that's supposed to be on there. Kind of coupling to hold the cold air intake. So I just put it on the regular air box hose, and it would fall off once in a while. I should have known.
Yeah, you should have known.
I should have known, and for myself, I should have put duct tape on there, but I get it. So we were like halfway there, she started saying that, and I was like, oh, great. When she said that, I looked down, and everything started shutting off.
Yeah.
The RPM dropped, all the lights started flashing on. I was like, oh, crap. Then I was in the middle lane of the highway. We got 3 lanes on the highway here, so I went from the middle lane, was it left lane?
I think you were in the middle.
Yeah. Went from the middle lane, I looked into my mirrors quick, and I just drove all the way to the shoulder. I pulled off, I turned off the car, and I tried to turn it on again. And I didn't want to turn on. So I was like, great, something's fucked up. I broke something. Like, I hope it's not expensive. So me and my friend got out of the car. My sister and my girlfriend, they stayed in the vehicle. We're trying to figure out what's wrong. Like, man, everything looks good. And so we're like, alright. And I don't know if anybody's seen an engine of a Kia, but it has an engine and an engine side with like a Honda. And it has the like a cover, like a plastic cover over
Yeah.
the engine.
Mm-hmm.
We pulled that off, not knowing what to expect. The car was on fire. My friend was drinking. Or he had a he had a 12-pack in the back.
Yeah, he just had it in the bag.
He had a 12-pack in the back just randomly. He grabs it and he starts pouring it onto the
Yeah,
fire.
we were all just popping open, like, well, I don't think, but y'all were just like popping open the cans and just pouring it on the fire, and I'm just standing there freezing, and me and your sister is just like, well, oh, that's the end of our little adventure.
And it was like halfway there. We had like half a mile left to go.
We didn't even have that far to go.
No.
Like, we were almost there.
And I knew something was off because when I put my GPS to go to Top Golf,
Mm-hmm.
it took me a whole different route. When you didn't know the route to go. Because when you go to Galveston,
Mm-hmm.
you pass Top Golf, and it took me a whole different route. So I'm like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
So the guy, well, it should be fine. Well, yeah, it wasn't fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then the car caught on fire. You remember the rest of the night or no? You want to continue the story?
From what I remember, I just know that after while everything was going on, and me and your sister were just sitting in the car, and I'm in the back eating. I'm eating.
Leftovers.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, okay, like you're just smoking. They're checking it out. We're fine. And then I was told to get out by my friend, and so I stand on the side, and I'm just sitting there. And then after that, y'all called some people to help, but I don't think they could. So your mom came to, like pick me and your sister up, and then somebody else helped with the car.
If I remember correctly, yeah, he called one of his friends. They were like, "Oh, I'm out of town." Then he called another friend. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'm not that far from y'all. Go pick y'all up right now.
Yeah.
Or go help y'all with the car." But I think one thing that I just remember from that day that got me upset,
Yeah.
and then know it's like a year from now,
Yeah.
before we started dating, was
Yeah.
whenever you got out the vehicle. I know it was cold,
Yeah.
and I just got out of high school. Oh no, I was still in high school, I think, and I just got my letterman, like 2-3 weeks, and I tried to hand it to her, and my friend like grabs the jacket and hands it to my sister, and takes off his jacket and gives it to my girlfriend. I'm like, bro.
Well,
At that time we were dating, so
yeah, we weren't dating, but like I liked you, you liked me,
Yeah.
and so it was just kind of like what the fuck,
Yeah.
like, and our friend, like, he was really like possessive over me because we were friends for a while,
yeah.
and I guess he liked me, but he was too afraid to
Step
step up.
and say something.
Yeah, so he was like, yeah, no, I'm not letting you give her your letterman, like, no.
Yeah.
But your mom came to pick me and my sister up. We went to the house and we were just waiting for them. And so me and your sister was like, getting to know each other. That's when we exchanged like Snapchat or whatever. And we were just chilling, and that was my first time at your house actually. So I was like nervous. and then y'all come up, and I don't know what happened after that because I was just
So much happened.
yeah, it was just after that it's a blur because I was just like, it was so much going on.
So after like whenever I tried to give her the jacket, fire was put out and everything. My girlfriend and my sister took off with my mom, and the friend came, pulled up about 5 minutes after, and we didn't find nowhere to hook up the car. So we ended up. I told him, I was like, figure out a way to take it home. I was like freaking out. I was overwhelmed. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I was like, figure it out. I need this car home.
Yeah.
So he wrapped up the toe strap through the front bumper, crossing the radiator to the bottom plastic, and tying it together, hooking it up to his friend's truck.
Mm-hmm.
And then once he took off in the truck, I heard a crack. And I was like, oh man, he broke something else. And then we got home, and he got home and he pulled it in front of the driveway. I got off, I took it off and everything, unstrapped it, and then I was asking them to help me, and they were just all there talking. So I just pushed the car to the back of the house by myself. I pushed it backwards, and I got in and turned the wheel, and I pulled it forward the whole way, almost all the way by myself.
I feel like because he called one of his friends to help with the car, he's just like, oh, that's it. Like, that's all the help you're gonna get. Is I called my friend to help you.
Yeah.
And so, after we get it to your house, it's like you're on your own.
Yeah. I mean, he was that kind of friend, so.
Yeah.
I mean, back then, I didn't know that. Now I do, so that makes sense.
Considering all the drama.
Man, that's another topic to talk about. But yeah, we pulled it in, and I was working at Discount Tire at the time. So.
Really?
Yeah. So I pulled it in, got it on the grass. I just had it there for months. And then I got a Honda. And from there, I working at Discount Tire till January, mid-February, whenever I had to leave to Alabama for my first time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started saving up money and buying parts. Little did I know, I blew the engine. So I spent over $6,000 in parts instead of paying $6,000 to get a new engine. Yeah.
Wow.
So I was like, God dang. So I hired a mechanic to come check it out when I got back into town. And he was like, oh, the engine's blown. And I'm like, well, I have a new radiator. I have a new starter.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what else was there. A new radiator fan. All that was brand new.
Yeah.
And it was about $3,000 right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I could have saved us some more money, three more grand to pay for a new engine.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. But we ended up giving the car away. We ended up buying my Honda. We ended up giving the car away and we ended up buying a Honda. The Honda, I was in town, I was working here and there. In Albany, up there. My house, Albany. Back and forth. It wasn't that bad. Pretty good. But then went back to the refineries, and ever since then, I've been in the refineries. What else did we get this year?
Well, that was the end of the last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like
That
leading
was
into
that was 2021. Yeah, about 2021. Coming into 2022. No, that was 2022. Crap. Jesus.
Yeah, the time goes by so fast.
So now we're in 2023. Beginning of 2023 is whenever we started dating.
Yeah.
January, February, we didn't date.
Mm-hmm.
March, we started dating. And we've had our ups and downs. And ever since we started dating, we've had some situations. Jesus Christ, people back then. Rip, man.
They just letting them go.
But we had problems since we started dating. I was going to start off with it, but once we started dating, my friend that helped me pull the car, this is one to top off. He started giving us problems, and he started saying stuff and doing stuff.
But let's just because he's gonna be a big character in the story, so let's just give him like a name.
My go-to names are always like Bob.
Yeah,
Bob
I was just thinking of Bob. I was like, let's call him Bob.
Alright, so Bob would like say stuff, do stuff. And I'm just like, okay. Like, we're dating now, you ain't gotta like
yeah,
be all mad at me.
Because I was friends with him. It's been like 4 years, I think, 4 or 5 years, and we were friends for like a good while. I met him at my first job, Little Caesars, and so we were being like, we would talk at the job, but eventually we started hanging out a lot, and I was like, I wasn't the only person who was hanging out with, but eventually like he would hang out with mostly me. It'd be like every single day we would hang out, and it got to the point where my parents thought we were dating, and so we were like that close. And then leading up to when I was about to meet you, I guess he didn't want to bring you around, or bring me around you, because he told me, he was like, every time I bring around girls, like they always like drive, and I'm just like, whoa. I mean,
She said he ain't that bad though.
I mean, he handsome or whatever. Like, he's fine.
But yeah, I have another friend. We named him Jeff. Jeff worked at the Luby's, and I walked in one day because he was like, man, he has bomb chicken fried chicken. I got kicked out of Luby's for my old friend. And I was like, well, too bad for him. I want Luby's. And just for like future notes while we're recording, I bought M&M's and I'm gonna be eating M&M's. I'm a big guy, alright? Can't blame me for that. You know, big guy. I love M&M's. You also got something to drink. You got some Mountain Dew and some root beer. If y'all haven't seen that video, man, go on TikTok and look up root beer and sketty noodle.
Sketty noodle.
Yes, sketty noodle. It's like the two best videos I like so far.
Okay. Well, same though.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Alright, let's see what else.
So, we're leading up to what college and drama.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you're like the one who pulls everybody. It's basically, and so I guess that's why our friend didn't want to bring me or you around each other. And I think he was starting to regret it when he did, because then like he would try to keep me away from you, and then I mean, we would hang out, like me, him, you, and your friends, and then but he was getting a little more possessive than he was already.
Yeah, he really was. And coming to the end of the year, I ended up with a lot of friends.
Yeah.
So far, I had like one friend, only because like of all the drama that went on between us, and it's just like
We just don't need it.
yeah.
And especially because I mean, I'm always gonna choose you, like regardless. I'm like, you know, I have like the utmost respect for you and your family. So I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not willing to choose negativity over you. And so,
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I wouldn't do this either because I mean, we're all older now,
yeah,
and it just makes no sense to have that in our lives.
yeah, and you know, it it does hurt to drop like the only friend that I had, because of, you know, the memories of us hanging out together, and you know, that was my only friend I had since, you know, high school, because you know, I don't really like to make friends because there's a lot of people that, you know, I don't know, I just don't trust nobody, because you can,
There's people like that are backstabbing the back.
yeah,
When you least expect it.
yeah, and I feel like I guard myself too much to the point where I'm just like, I'd rather be alone, but I know I need friends.
And I feel like I'm like too open to have a lot of friends and not realize like they're a problem to me.
Well, not
Or they're
everybody.
using me.
Yeah, I feel like when you make friends, like I mean, you do treat them like family. Like your friends, you call them your brothers, you call them your sisters. So it's just like you have a big heart, and I feel like that gets in the way of you, like making sure that they're not doing you wrong. Yeah, but it did. It did hurt, and sometimes I look back at it and I'm just like why does he have to be so like ignorant, you know? Like he could be friends with both of us. We could all still hang out, and but he just, yeah. just chooses to stay away and
Nice with himself.
yeah.
The same thing with Jeff. Um, we did have an altercation in high school, but yeah, he and his brother, not blood related, but we've known each other for so long that we call each other brother. So they're so close to the fact that if I'm eating something and I finish half of it, I give him the other half. They're like, when we made good money, we would hang out all the time. We go out and eat. He didn't have enough money. I paid for this food. I didn't have enough money. He paid for my food. We would go back and forth with each other. I did favors for him. He did favors for me.
Yeah, y'all just look out for each other.
Yeah, and I think that's what brotherhood is a lot about. I'm an only child, so I don't know how siblings work. But I grew up with my cousins who are siblings, so that helped me a lot with making friends.
Yeah.
To all those people out there who are like not knowing if a friend's good or not, try to do a favor for them and see if they'll do their feedback, even if it's a small favor or a big favor.
I mean, I think it really just shows in their like the way they act towards you when they're around other people, and the way they act towards you when y'all are alone with each other. And I mean,
yeah, me and Jeff are like two different people.
yeah,
We're two different people. We act alike. When we're in public or other people, we have to monitor what we say. Whenever we're with each other and with our friend group, we didn't care what we said. We said what we wanted to say and what was in our head.
no, yeah, like I'm talking about like, they treat you like
Behind closed doors, they'll treat you like a friend.
yeah, like
public, they'll treat you like trash.
yeah, like we're not that close.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, like you're a stranger.
Yeah, if you're trying to look for a friend, like a good friend to keep for a very long time, keep one that'll treat you the same no matter what.
Yeah.
In public, around their family, around your family, behind closed doors, find somebody like that. And trust me, me and this friend, friends for so long with Jesus Christ. I'm a straightforward person, and I tell him stuff that he even tells me, he's like, bro, you just hurt my feelings, dude. I feel offended if you tell me that. I'm like, well, I'm looking out for you.
Yeah.
It's like the same way you look out for me.
Like, I would rather a friend be honest with me, even if it hurts my feelings. Like, even with you too. Like, even if it hurts my feelings, I would want you to be honest with me. Because I feel like if you lie to me just to, just to make me happy, that's worse than like just not being. I don't know how to put it, but you know what I mean.
That's pretty good. Yeah, and I know we get a lot of hate for this, especially on the internet.
Oh.
A lot of hate for this because this world has become very soft.
Yeah.
Way too quickly. Because now you can't be honest with the person, or you're gonna hurt their feelings.
Yeah. Nobody's really understanding.
Yeah. And I'm gonna have to get into this subject later on in this podcast, or maybe the next one, because this is gonna put a lot of hate towards me.
No, I feel like
as a creator, because of how community is started.
But I feel like you should, because this is the first, episode of the podcast. I feel like, put your true self out there, so
people know what to expect.
Yeah, like your audience knows who you are and what to expect, and if they choose to keep listening to you, then cool. But if they don't, then
well, yeah, since you made it that point, I don't know, like all this like gender stuff going on. I know that's gonna be a big deal. I'll bring that up later on.
Yeah, I mean,
like for me, two genders open. Male is the female. Now people who are like he, she, or whatever, whatnot, I'm not gonna call you that.
I mean, I feel like
I'm not gonna be rude, like, oh, like straight to your face. Oh, I'm not gonna call you that. You might slip up. That's call you. If you're a female transitioning into a male, you know, right?
Yeah.
If you're a female transitioning into a male, I'm not gonna call you her. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna be respectful. I'm gonna call you him. But to me, those are two genders. Now, if you're gay, you're bisexual, you're this, you're that, I understand.
But it's just the Z's or whatever,
yeah,
like the
stuff like that. I'm not gonna remember all these 152 things. Don't take my word for it, but I'm not gonna remember that many. So,
like, as far as sexuality, I respect it.
Yeah.
If you're transitioning, I'm gonna respect your, your gender by what you go by. But, I don't think that there's people be really for real identifying as like a cat or a dog or a chair. Like, it's really for real. Like,
yeah.
I think people really got bored during COVID.
Sure
and and they're just like,
there was this TikTok I seen not that long ago.
Yeah.
And he was explaining that people, since they're identifying as like different things, there are people identifying as being disabled. Like people with like good limbs, good eyes,
yeah,
they will make themselves blind. They'll pour bleach into their eyes.
What?
To make themselves blind because they feel like they're disabled, so they want to identify as being disabled. They're not identified, but if they feel like they're disabled, they're gonna call themselves disabled. Like somebody is like, say, a person you meet, you met him for about 3 weeks, he's like, oh, I feel like there's no use for my left arm. So he just cuts off his left arm.
What?
Because he feels like there's no use for it.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm just like, you have these good limbs. You have good eyes.
There's people who are born without, and you have, and you go.
You take it away from yourself.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, that's their own doing, like.
But go back to like gender stuff.
Like okay, we have dark humor.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be jumping around because this is our first episode. So it's later on we'll be more organized about this. But right now we're just jumping around.
Right now we're just explaining that we're
who we are.
Yeah, we're straightforward.
Yeah.
We say how we, feel about stuff, and we do have dark humor, but as far as like what we joke about, with each other, I think some of that should be kept to ourselves because some people, do get offended by like, serious topics.
Like I made a joke one time at work, and they were like, "Oh, it's not serious, but stuff like that actually happens."
Yeah.
And like, this is just a joke. You don't take it to like the extreme. And yeah, we do have dark humor, and we're gonna have to limit what we say.
Yeah.
But we're straightforward. If I say something and y'all don't like it, I cuss a lot. Like, Jesus, I know y'all seen my videos, where I have my voice recording, and I don't cuss at all. I'm like, oh, gosh darn and whatnot. Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to like prevent me from cussing. So I want to be cussing to a limit. I'm not gonna be like the whole video is gonna be cussing.
No, I mean of course not. I mean,
yeah.
But like I was telling you, I feel like be yourself, and I mean you cuss, but like you don't like every word is like a cuss word or whatever.
Yeah,
like
the whole sentence is one continuous cuss word.
Yeah, but I feel like just be yourself, and I mean those are the people that you attract. Is gonna support you.
Yeah.
If they don't like it, then I mean they don't have to listen.
They don't. There's a little X here on the computer. There's a X in the right corner.
Yeah.
Leave video, or on the right hand side corner, kind of vertical. Other videos with different people.
Mm-hmm.
So switch over to another video if you like what I say,
Yeah.
like what we talked about. So that pretty much sums up how we are. For the
Yeah.
most part. So all that jump, we're going back to the.
We're just
drama.
jumping
Yeah,
around.
we're jumping around. We're going back to that drama. So we got it squished. He didn't want to come around no more. And that's on his phone. That's all on him. We've been doing good.
Yeah.
I think after that drama, I tried starting YouTube off and doing it at the same time. It's kind of hard to like balance both of them. So I think most of the main part of like YouTube making podcasts, and then I should do whatever. Like I want the weekends and I want to live stream videos because making a podcast is a lot easier. Sitting out here for about an hour, just talking about stuff, and then go to editing software I got, cut it up, put it together, post it, then having to like sit down in my chair, choose a game I want to play, set up the software so I can record the game, then having to go through the game that I just recorded for like an hour, put that up, 10 pieces, it was 30 minutes long, and then post it. I feel like doing a podcast.
Yeah, it is because
If we can keep this rolling for a whole hour, talking straight, and just like no stops.
I feel like it's nice because I mean I love community like having nice conversations with you. Like I feel like that's my most favorite thing to do with you. Like other than like spending quality time or watching movies and other stuff, like I love communication. We just talk about random stuff and we entertain each other. And then I mean we can bring your brother or whoever you want on and you know just conversate with them.
I'm gonna like figure that out with the Discord and having put on the recording here. But I'll figure it out somewhere. But yeah, the more like you start doing this a lot more, you really try to do this every day. So we're gonna try to do this every day. So the more you like hear us talk, we'll get comfortable to a point where we're just talking about random stuff most of the time.
Yeah.
And right now we're in like in a little tiny room. We'll say this is like a 8x8 room. A little 8x8 room with one window.
I mean, you
AC
gotta.
unit.
An AC unit. I mean, we can't cut it on during because it's loud.
Yeah, it's loud. But we're saving up. I'm saving up to build and extend the room in the back of the house. Like I've had it before, to extend it out more. So, and that's going to be our room because it's super long. And whenever we do get it, we're going to have to figure out how we want to do the podcast. Podcasting area. Like you want to have a couch, have two mics on each side for both of us.
I think we can just have two comfortable chairs.
Yeah.
Something that's not like this chair hurts my back because I think because it curves and whatever.
It curves. But right now we're using office chairs, so I'm pretty sure for like our podcast we'll have like a little nightstand. We'll put our mics there and start recording.
Yeah.
Or like a couch chair or something.
I mean, you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
And you know, we don't have the fanciest stuff. We don't have the right stuff, but
no, man, I'm cheap. You know me. There's sometimes that I do overpay for stuff, but I mean it's worth it in the end sometimes. But there's times where like I'll go on Facebook Market and say I need a new microphone. I go to Facebook Market, I start scrolling, and I find one for like $10. You're like, oh, the static's a little big, but it works. I figure out a way so whenever I record, the static's not too bad, not too loud.
Yeah.
But like if there's a couch, you're like, oh, the side of the cushion's ripped. To the other side, put it in the middle.
Yeah.
I'll make a lot of use of a lot of things either because people feel like have stuff that's ripped or torn. That bothers me a lot. 'Cause, like right now with how everything's going, everything's so expensive.
Yeah.
You need to like hold on to what we all have. If not, prices are going up for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know the PS5s were pretty expensive when they came out, and they still are. People are still selling them for $300. I think they were like five something.
Really?
Yeah, they were like five something when they first came out.
Oh yeah.
They're selling
Yeah.
them for $300.
Yeah.
And then if you want to add an extra controller, that's another $100. You gotta pay for another controller.
Yeah, I know. Like I really want like I want a PS4, 5, whatever. Just something I can play games on. But I'm just like, yeah, no, like me saving up for a truck is more important because that's transportation.
Yeah.
And a console right now is just like, you know, for my entertainment. So it's just like
But I mean, like as soon as you use a vehicle, yeah, it's gonna be easier for you because you ain't gotta worry about the vehicle part no more. You just gotta save it up for whatever you want next.
Yeah. I feel like priorities.
Yeah.
But I mean, I steal yours anyway, so if I wanted to play a game, I can just take over.
Yeah, you can take over whenever you want. So I work from like 5 and 6 in the morning to like 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But they got plenty of time. And right now she's just here with jump chicken.
Yeah.
You already played with you, so it's pretty good. It's bueno.
It's going.
It's going. It's alright.
We'll get there.
We'll get there soon enough.
Oh my god, this is like all over the place.
Yeah.
But
What else is you tell you?
I don't know. What new happened?
What new happened? I got a trip. At the beginning of the year.
Yeah. What not?
No, not beginning. Yeah. This year. Oh no, it was December. It was December something. So basically.
Yeah. Yeah. Because your mom mentioned like, oh, it's about to be a year that you had your trip.
Yeah, when I got back from Iowa, working with I need a vehicle, so I was driving my Honda, and I saved up $1,000 because I mean, I had to buy tools, I had to buy this, I had to buy that, and the person who hired me told me that there's no use for you right now. This is your first time doing this.
Yeah.
You guys be here. So I said, well, it's okay. So we went home. Put $1,000 on down for a truck. Payments are pretty pricey, but I could have done better. Could have done better on that. Get it a little cheaper. But my first truck, not too bad. Got a dog. I fell last year. I don't think I've ever mentioned this story, but I fell last year. Walking on old material, ended up breaking through it on 6 feet. I was just off. But luckily, there was material at the bottom that caught me.
Yeah.
He's still mad about it.
Yeah. Because you work, like, it's dangerous. So, even before we started dating, I was worried about you. Because you're, like, risky. You like to be a little daredevil.
Yeah. But now I'm good. I don't know if any of y'all know what cooling towers is. The refinery, that's where I'm working. Cooling tower. Right now, pretty nice. We're in town for a long time, hopefully. But it's so sketchy. When people want sketchy stuff done, or our supervisor wants sketchy stuff done, they ask me and somebody else because I'm the only one that's okay with doing sketchy things. So I know if I fall, whenever I'm tied off, it's gonna catch me. If it's decently new. But there's a saying I seen that said whenever you're dating somebody that you actually care about, work becomes more sketchy. And it does. And I realized it because we took whatever we needed to take off one day, and I'm walking across, and I'm like, oh Jesus. And like one good breeze, and I'm falling off of this thing.
Mhm.
I'm falling down. I don't care if this is tied. I'm tied off. It's a metal rope. I'm falling. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, and you ain't no scrawny dude either.
I'm gonna fall. And I'm gonna break something, either on me or the tower.
Oh, but what else? Wait,
What else do you have?
nothing with me.
Yeah. It's past the bike forward.
But you're gonna make comments too.
Yeah, of course.
So, but you know, well, at the beginning of the year, I was working. I feel like the only thing that like has been like up and down is like job wise because I don't know. I need to work on my temper because I don't like people talking to me however they want to,
Oh,
and that's why like most of the time I leave or I don't know but I really been like
you must be.
yeah. Well, I'm good with people.
Yeah, it's like when you deal with people, there's people still. Then people have their attitude. That's how they talk.
Yeah. But most of the time, because I am Mexican, people expect me to speak, you know, the language of my culture, and they treat me differently from others that do speak that. Because, you know, our neighborhood is mostly Mexican. So
Yeah.
I'm more than likely getting a job with a lot of Mexicans. So it's just like it's hard and I get really insecure about it, but I'm working on it to get better at learning the language. And I know more than I did last year.
Yeah. I mean, at least you're improving.
Yeah.
You're not texting. You're not staying in the right spot.
I feel like I'm not beating myself up about it as much as I was because I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, man, I don't know Spanish, everybody hates me. I'm just like, I don't know Spanish, so I'm gonna learn it. You know, slowly but surely, I'm gonna get better. And but it's still hard to work in environments that people just judge you.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, I'm not gonna say stressful. You say stressful? Not stressful. Oh, Jesus. Stressful and not stressful at the same time. Stressful because, I mean, like, you want to talk to them, you want to communicate with them,
Yeah.
job done. But it's not stressful because, like, what can I do? I can't really do nothing about it.
Yeah.
I don't know that much Spanish, so I can't speak to you very well.
Yeah. I think this year I really just been trying to like focus on working on my insecurities and trying to better them because that's like my main insecurity, and you know it's gotten in the way of my job. Like not just that, but because the managers like they can be real assholes, and so you know the job that I was at when and at the beginning of this year, you know, they were like just treating me like whatever, and like, oh, we're only gonna call you in when we need you, basically. So I was like, okay, you know what? And the managers left, they didn't tell me nothing. And one day I went into work, and it was just me and like the crew members. It wasn't really managers. I wasn't being told anything, so I just, you know what? I'm gonna just walk out because there was like a higher power of the restaurant,
Yeah.
but they weren't even trying to like talk to me or anything or tell me what's going on. And I'm just like, the place looked like it was in renovation, and I'm just like, you expect me to work and try to take orders, you know, walk into the front, back and forth to the back to put the orders in, and you know, it's just if it gets Yeah, and if it gets busy, it's gonna be stressful because I have to like go back and forth, and nobody's really helping me. And so I just left. And then the next job that I had, I forgot where it was. Um, yeah, that was like really stressful because going into a job, I'm gonna put in my all, and people were just looking at me sideways because I'm the new one. So, and everybody's Mexican, and everybody talks Spanish, and they try to communicate with me, and I'm just like, well, I'm just doing my best to try to understand if they talk to me, and next thing you know, like I'm getting hours, and then they start cutting my hours to just not giving me any schedule at all. So now I'm just like trying to find a job, and it's hard because everybody else trying to find a job for the holidays and stuff,
Yeah.
and then you know been trying to stay consistent with the jobs that I've applied to, um, but every time that I would follow up, like they would just tell me, "Oh, we're just gonna let you know what happens or whatever," and I'm just like, "Well, what's the status of my application? Like,
Yeah.
are y'all like,
Y'all
putting,
looking at it, or y'all
yeah,
like the process, like background and whatnot.
yeah," and I did want to get into like what you're in, but I'm just like, because I do want like
Step up.
yeah, I want like a fast paced job because what job that I've been dreading over for like the longest because I loved it so much, and I miss it, and I'm just hoping to find another job like that. I want to go back, but the managers there don't like me because they tried to talk to me like I'm just object, and I'm just like, I told them straight up, like, no, you're not gonna be talking to me like that. And so after that, they would just write me up for anything, and then eventually, they just like talk to me, and they're just like, oh, we don't like you seem like you always have an attitude. I'm just like, I don't have an attitude. I just stay to myself. I get my job done, and most of the time it's busy, so I'm too busy working.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna be slacking around. And I mean, shit, the customers like me though. Like they always people always ask for me. Like, you're so kind, like you're so sweet too. And I was like, thank you. But I think this year I feel like I grew somewhat.
You out your shell, huh? Pushing on the family.
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, I love your family, so it's like, yeah, y'all don't make it. I'm glad that your family is like open minded, and that y'all love me. Y'all took me in with like open arms.
Yeah.
So it's just like it makes me that first of all made me comfortable. But then, being more and more into the relationship, uh I've tried to get on my show more.
Yeah, you've done better.
Because I've always been like an isolated person.
Yeah.
I always keep to myself. In high school, I only had my group of friends, and that's it. And slowly, I cut a bunch off, or my main best friend, like we grew apart. And then, my last friend was that friend that we couldn't even trust or depend on. So I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know how to make friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I try to talk to, because I want like girlfriends, you know, like I haven't had like a girlfriend since school, and that was like years ago. So I would like to have girlfriends, but I feel like girls like I just get like I don't know, I just don't trust them, and I don't mean to sound like because everybody says, oh, a lot of girls are pick me because they'll be like, um, I only have guy friends because there's less drama. And I mean, honestly, it is true because most of the time, like, girls are just so all about drama. And I'm just not. But guys are too. The guys of this society,
Oh my god.
they act like girls.
Yes, they do.
And so it's just like, I just rather stay to myself. And you're like the only person that I'm, you know, well, you're the only person I know that isn't like following what everybody else does, what everybody else says and goes by just because the others are going by it.
Yeah.
And like, I mean,
I myself, no, I really don't care what other people say, what other people think about me. I do what I do, and I do the best I can. I have confidence now. I'm not overconfident or cocky. Yeah, I'm gonna go to work and be like, yeah, I'm fucking shit. Yeah, I'm the man, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, I know I can do this better than you.
yeah,
No, like if I need help, I'm gonna ask for help.
yeah,
I'm not gonna straight kill myself for it.
yeah. I feel like, and you should, like, I tell you, like, baby, you're the shit, like, you know, because you gotta have that confidence.
Yeah.
Because
To succeed in the world, to succeed in the world, you have to have confidence going into a job, going into life. Like people out of high school, anybody who's watching this that's still in high school, just when you're in your senior year, have confidence. Because getting close to graduation, have a lot more confidence than you did the freshman year, than you did the beginning of senior year. Because once you get out of high school, that confidence is going to get you a job. That confidence is going to get you a long way.
yeah, because what's the name? You're, man, I don't know, but you can get stuff done, you know, and you know you're not someone that somebody can't rely on.
Yeah.
But slowly, like, I wanna work on my insecurities more because I do have a lot of flaws, and I mean nobody's perfect, but I feel like I can be very sensitive, especially with you.
Yes.
So it's just like sometimes I know what I be doing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what, I want attention, and I just, you know, throw my little
Like tantrums.
not tantrums, but like my little silent treatments or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that, I'm aware I should just be like, baby, I want attention.
Yeah.
But you know, I just gonna work on myself more, and you know, I'll be better.
Like, man, I wish like I'm able to like talk to like people in high school still, because Jesus Christ, I've like learned so much since high school and relationships.
Yeah.
Oh man, like people who are watching this who want to get into a relationship who are already in a relationship and it's not doing good, or if it is doing good, just like once you get in a relationship, you have to communicate. You could be the toughest person you are. Don't get me wrong, I'm stubborn, I'm tough, but with her, I had to let loose and open up a lot more and communicate when stuff doesn't sit right with me whenever I don't like stuff. So
yeah, and me, like, especially growing up, I'm not like I'm sensitive. I cry. I feel like I show, like that I'm hurt, and I cry over the littlest things because they do hurt me. But it's hard for me to talk about what I'm feeling because I'm not used to it. Like this is the first relationship. It's like an actual adult relationship. So it's like I'm like trying to get better at my communication,
Yeah.
and I feel like I beat myself up over our arguments, like our little arguments, because I'm like, I wish I should have just spoke up to you.
Yeah. I mean, I understand. But that's one thing we gotta work on. It's like once we get in an argument, you can't beat yourself up because we do talk about it and we do fix it.
Yeah.
Now, whenever we don't fix it and we don't talk about it, that's when we have to beat ourselves up. Because we have to be like, fuck, we should have fixed it. Tomorrow's not promised.
Yeah.
We love each other a lot, so.
Yeah, and I don't know. I was gonna say something, I forgot. I feel like when we do argue, it hurts. Like it feels like the end of the world because I never had somebody love me so hard, and I don't know. Like I love you, and what we have is like the best thing that's ever happened to me. So it's just like when we argue, it scares me.
Yeah.
And I get scared and everything. And every argument, I feel like it's a breakup.
Yeah. Yes. It's like that. It's hit it right in the head of the nail, man.
Yeah.
But while we're still talking about this, anybody who's watching or listening, not watching, but listening to us, Jesus, don't follow what the society's becoming because it's becoming very soft. And dude, another saying I've seen, and it was in high school. Hard times make strong people. Strong people make weak times, and weak times make strong people. Yeah. And as he had the Great Depression, and the Great Depression made people who are strong, which now are our parents.
Yeah.
And it's slowly transitioning into being weak again.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's gonna go back up to being strong again.
Yeah.
And it's just like a continuous cycle, which I want to break because I don't like it. You should be strong no matter what.
Yeah. I mean, people are gonna have their weak times. Like, we can't always be strong.
Yeah.
But I feel like you should let yourself, like, be able to talk to the people you love about how you feel and stuff. And you can't always, I feel like, I mean, nobody can always be strong.
Yeah.
And you can't always, like, bottle up your emotions and stuff because it's just gonna
hurt you in the long run.
Yeah.
To all those people out there listening who have been through some shit in their lives, because I know my girlfriend has, and I have, that have been through shit, don't be afraid to talk to anybody. Like, if you don't feel comfortable talking to your own parents, your own friends, we're strangers, but go ahead and talk to us. I'm going to be making a Discord. I'll put that in the link down below. I'm also going to be okay. So I'm going to be making a Discord. So if y'all have anything you want me to cover, go ahead and let me know in the Discord. Also in the comments, go ahead and let me know. But you guys are not alone. Alrighty? We got you. We understand. We'll cover it. If you have any questions, we'll also cover that also.
Yeah, we do need more topics, and for it to be more organized than it is now. I mean, this is our first, so it's not gonna be really organized, and
It would be better.
Yeah, it will improve.
Alrighty, but we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. We are going to be looking at the fireworks for the new year.
Yes.
But if we don't record, we'll record at midnight for another one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For a second day. So Happy New Year's, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. And you guys will get a lot more. Alrighty. Goodbye.